I took a dream trip to Key West for 5 days and 4 nights. This is part 3 and the last part of my vlogs and everything I did. Day 4 is our final full day in Key West, and we went to Fort Zachary Taylor State Park. We decided to rent bikes and ride on over there so we didn't have to take an Uber to the park. When we got there, we explored the fort for just a few minutes and got these insane views before we rode our bikes on over to the beach and picked out a spot. Now, this is a man-made beach. It doesn't mean it's not fun to go to, but it's not nearly as gorgeous as the Tampa Bay area, which is what we're used to living here, but we still had a great time. It was pretty rocky and difficult to get in and out of the water, but we made it work. We mostly hung out on the beach reading our books. We did bring our snorkel equipment, but the current was a little too strong, and with all the rocks off the beach, I was just a little bit too nervous. I was going to get thrown into a rock and get hurt, so I decided not to do that. After our beach day, we went back to our Airbnb to change so we could take a little self-guided bike tour around the key. We had fun biking along the water, but it was really windy, so eventually we turned around so we could go get dinner. And unfortunately, I made one big mistake in planning this trip, and that was deciding to move our Lobster Shack day to a weekday that they were closed. So unfortunately, we didn't get to do that, but we did have a great time getting seafood at the Half Shell Raw Bar. We got some fun drinks and even got a key lime pie for our last day there that wasn't frozen on a stick or covered in chocolate, and it was delicious, but I don't think there's a bad piece of pie on this island. For our last day and day 5 in Key West, we got up early before we had to check out of our Airbnb and went to go get some brunch. We went to Moondog Cafe and the food here was delicious. And then after that, we had to go return our bikes and head on back to the airport. And that was everything that we did on a 5-day and 4-night trip in Key West.